everyone, happy Monday, first of the week already, and I am so happy I ended up getting my hydro, this is a Presto dehydrator that I'm going to be making some dehydrated vegetables in. I'm super excited. I actually found this off a Facebook Marketplace for $10. You heard me right, $10. And it works great. So, even if you can find a dehydrator, off of Marketplace or a thrift store, it's kind of late in the season for yard sales, but that would be another way that you could maybe find one, and you're not spending a whole lot of money from one. This time of year, I know, a lot of people just don't have the money to be spending on certain items, but I'm really happy that I got this. I was able to go online and download the manual for it. So we're going to do some dehydrated vegetables that I got at Walmart yesterday. And so we're going to put these in the dehydrator. And this is going to be my first time using it, so wish me luck. So, I'm going to get my tray down here. Have to scoot Mr. Dehydro over a little bit. So I got me a tray, and it comes with 4 trays, which I'm really happy about. So which one should we try first? How about some carrots? So I'm going to open up my bag of frozen carrots. And I figured I could put them in a pint jar when they're done. And if I need carrots or peas or corn, they're going to be right there and ready to use for my soup or whatever I want to put them in. And one good thing about dehydrating is, if your freezer happens to go out, you're not going to lose your frozen vegetables. So that was my whole idea, that I wanted to get a dehydrator and put some dehydrated food on my pantry shelf. So I'm just taking them and getting them so they're not overlapping each other. They're trying to. They're still frozen, so we'll get them done. Maybe they'll sit there. Maybe I should put some more on the second shelf just to give them a little bit more room. I think I'm going to do that. I'll put some over here on the other rack, just so they have room to breathe. You don't want to bunch them up too much, because then they're not going to dehydrate the way that they should dehydrate. A few of them off of here and probably split it up between the trays. And we'll see what happens, right? So, okay, I'm going to go with that right there. That kind of give them more room to dry out on, so they're not bunched together quite so much, even if I have to wait and do one of my bags later, that's fine. Okay, that looks pretty good right there. So I'm going to set that aside, and let's go for the peas. I'll put half of the peas on this and half of the peas on another rack. And I'll do it that way. More than one way to skin a cat is the old saying. And guess what? The peas probably aren't going to work. I need to get one of those things that go over top of it. So I am not going to do the peas right now. I'm going to put that bag aside. I'm going to have to get me a thing to go over top of this tray so they don't end up going through like they're doing right now. Lesson learned, right? Lesson learned. So we will deal with those at a later date. And I've got to get these peas off my table. I got peas going everywhere. Okay, I guess we're just going to do the carrots. I might go ahead and do some celery. But, yeah, if you're going to do corn or peas, you're going to have that mesh underneath of your rack, or they'll fall through. So I'm going to go ahead and stack those up there, and I'm going to get busy to getting my celery ready. Okay, I've decided I'm going to go ahead and do the celery. I have me a pan of water over that I'm going to let it start to boil and blanch this for a minute or two before I can put it on the tray. So I'm just going to cut it, I don't know, probably about a ½ inch thick. This should fit on the tray without falling through. I just ended up putting my corn and peas in a Ziploc bag and putting them back into the freezer. I'm going to have to get me a silicone mat that goes on it. I can order it, or I think I'm going to try to make my own, which would, I'm sure, be a lot cheaper. So I'm just cutting this up and putting it over here into the color. So, and go ahead and keep your leaves like that. Those have really good flavor. And this would be awesome for your soup, whatever you're cooking, to have a jar of these in your pantry all ready to go. You don't have to worry about cut that bad spot off right there, but you don't have to worry about them going bad, you know, in your freezer, or if you lost power. It just seems like a real good idea to me. So that's what I'm doing. We are prepping some vegetables in the dehydrator today. Get the rest of this up here, and if you see anything that looks bad, just throw it to the side. And I got that much right there of my celery. So now I just gotta wait for this water to boil, and we'll give these a good blanching before we put them on the tray over here to dehydrate. Okay, the water is starting to boil, so I'm going to take my celery here, and we're going to put that in there for a minute or two. When it turns nice and green, it's come to the top, I'll fish it out of there and we'll get it dehydrated. So stay tuned. Okay, this has been blanching for a little over a minute. I'm going to fish it out, put it back over here, and I lost me a piece of celery. And just get out all of it out of the water. You know, I think I know a quicker way. I'm going to take this over to the sink and pour it through. I'll be right back. Okay, I got the celery strained, and I rinsed it with some cold water so it wouldn't be quite so hot to put it on my tray. So this should be not so hard. It's not going through the... It's still steaming. I probably could have run some more cooler water over it, but we're going to do it the same way and just layer it on the tray. spread it out so it gets plenty of air. Okay. Well, there's one. Now I'm going to get to the other end. I did have a few of them that fell through. So I really do need to get me some of those mesh covers that go over this. Because I'd like to be able to do some fruit roll-ups for the grandkids. I think they would really like that. It'd be healthy, all that good stuff. Grandma can't always give the grandkids chocolate. Okay. So, we got another tray of the celery. I'm going to bring this over here, put the top on it, and we're going to plug that baby in. Like that. This one don't have a switch, it just plugs in, that's it. So I'm going to plug it in right here. And I got it by my window. Of course I can't see the plug-in. You get in real life here. Okay. It really is a bummer when you get older and you can't see as good. Okay. It is on. And I'm going to check back here in a few hours to see how it's doing. I'm figuring it's probably going to take 4 to 6 hours. It's set at 160 degrees. So, hey, it's a wait and see thing. So, thank you for staying tuned for as far as I've gone so far. And I'll bring you back when this stuff is done, and we'll see how it turned out. Like I said, I'm really excited to be able to use a dehydrator and make some more things to put on the storage shelf. So I'll be back later today. So make sure you stay tuned. Okay, these have been in here for like 6 hours. Okay, I'm gonna take a peek at them. I have been checking them like every couple hours. And here's a carrot, and it is a little bit rubbery yet, so I'm going to keep that going. And celery is a little bit rubbery too, so I am going to keep the air fryer going, but I wanted to pop in here and do an update, see how they're going. So make sure you stay tuned, guys. Okay, y'all, these have been in here for 7 hours, and I'm about ready to take the tray off and get these carrots right here. Looks like some of the celery right here has also ended up on my tray. But I'm going to try and get these carrots that are dehydrated. Last time I checked them, they were a little bit on the, oh, what do you call it? Chewy. There we go. Chewy side. But let me see if I can show you here real quick. Now they are way more dehydrated. See? So I'm really happy with that. So I can get the second tray off of here. Now remember, this was just one of those small bags of carrots, frozen carrots. It's like 77 cents at Walmart. And some more celery. But these carrots are dehydrated very well. In fact, most of the celery is as well. Kind of separate them here on my tray a little bit. Here's celery. We have a couple carrots that fell through. So yeah, I would really like to get me one of those mats that will keep that from happening. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up those celeries. Might as well get the rest of them here that was mixed in with my carrots. So I'll just layer. Those are just about done, guys. I'm going to give them a couple more minutes. Grab the top over here. So the celery is taking a little bit longer. I put it on a cookie sheet with aluminum foil so you could actually see it a little bit better. And then I have me just a little pint jar here. If I had a smaller jar, that would be great. But we're going to start out with this pint jar here. And the next time I do some carrots, I'll just keep adding to it. So there's some nice dehydrated carrots. Put the top on it there. It's got a nice rattle to it. This one here I'll probably keep right in my kitchen and use it. And when I make some more, I'll just keep adding to it. But I'm going to be making more and adding some of these into the actual pantry. I'm going to give the celery a little bit longer and let it get good and dried out where I want it, and I'll be right back as soon as that thing's done. Okay guys, the celery got done. I just put it on here. It is nice and dry, just the way I want it to be. I'm going to go ahead and put it over here. And I apologize for the late video. This took a lot longer than what I figured. This is like 7 hours to get everything done, the celery and the carrots. So I'll put a lid on it, and I will grab my Sharpie here a little bit and date that and keep adding to it. But like I say, I apologize for the late video. Had to go to the eye doctor today and get home, make dinner, all that good stuff. But I wanted to get the video finished and uploaded before it got too awfully late. It's going to be a late one tonight, so, but maybe you can watch it tomorrow. But I hope you enjoyed the winter prepping. Wintertime is a great time to dehydrate, and you can keep adding, you know, to your prepper pantry and have these things on hand when you need them. I'm going to be doing several things in the dehydrator, some fruits, and all that kind of good stuff. So I'm going to have fun with this, and to find it off of Marketplace. Now it took a little bit for me to finally get it, because the lady that had it, she was an older lady, and she lived in another town like an hour away. So we were trying to meet up, but we were finally able to meet up, and I was able to get my dehydrator. But, you know, I wanted to bring something to your attention, okay? And that is, be a virtuous woman. Virtuous woman, you know, is going to put things aside that she may need later. You know, if you go to Proverbs 21:20, the wise store up choice food and olive oil, but fools go up their own. So, you know, be that virtuous woman and, you know, try to store up things. And I remember my mom, you know, it's this time of year, the holiday seasons. You know, you think about maybe your mom, your dad, family members that aren't here anymore. And I remember that she always had a full pantry. Always, always, you know. And I'm pretty sure she would agree. You know, she was a virtuous woman. And she put things on the pantry shelf. She did a lot of canning. And I grew up on canned food. And but she wanted to make sure that, you know, her family had food on the table. She went through part of the Great Depression, so she had an idea, you know, you don't waste and you store. Just like the little ants, you know, they store ahead. The squirrels, they store ahead. And we got to be the virtuous woman, or even the virtuous man, because I know there's men out there that watch my videos and, you know, but put away for the hard times, and you'll be thankful later, you know, if you really do need those. And I think that, okay, so I guess my camera shut off. I run out of storage, so I went and cleared some catches and got rid of a few things on so I could finish the video for you. But here is what I ended up with, and but I sure enjoyed using this and this dehydrator. And I got it off of Marketplace. I mean, it took a little bit for me to meet up with the lady because she lived like in another town, an hour away, but we met up. $10, made the transaction. Good to go. Got me a nice little dehydrator. But guys, keep on, you know, and do your prepper pantry a little bit at a time. Do what you can do and how you can do it. Be that virtuous woman. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, go ahead and subscribe and hit that like and share it if you'd like. And until next time, guys, toodaloo, God bless. Sorry the video's so late. It is what it is. So, till next time, guys, God bless. See ya. Bye-bye.